We're back. Norman Woodstock Spalding, Barebones Broadcasting. I want to remind you of something that took place yesterday, and I'm going to bring it to you. It's very passionate to me, very exciting to me in a lot of ways, and very tragic to me in a lot of ways. I call two places and have for years. A rabbi, his home, and the United States Army Recruiting Center in Gresham, Oregon. Phone number 503-666-9558. I will inspire you if I can to call them. They're wonderful people. It is a priceless situation. Here's what happened. One example of my day. I get excited about things, want to exclaim things, want to talk about things that need improved or get fixed. Want to talk about wonderful aspects of living that I find exciting. So I called different places to share this. One of them is this rabbi that I met out of the phone book years ago and went to his home and so on and so forth. I'm going to remind you of something. He is a class example of a whole staff and society of human beings in that position. Won't speak to me. I'm not going to put words in the man's mouth. I have no idea what's going through his heart or what he said or what overheard or what the gossip was about me or anything. And this much I know. Shut off. Dumb. There's nothing I do or about me that's offensive to anybody, especially the higher you get in a position of the alder or official or remarking or sentiment especially of humanity and what is right, wrong, and indifferent, the less you're offended by someone like me, the more you find sense of humor because you understand my wit and what I'm talking about and why I'm frustrated. My maker sure does in prayer, and who are you not to? The way I look at it. Now, when I go to this Army Recruiting Center in Gresham, Oregon, that's exactly how I've been received, as if God Almighty was sitting there and understands everything about me and then some. And plays me like a fiddle, and it does nothing but inspires me to live up and a better, and I go there a confessed hypocrite citizen, a darn squandering prodigal. First affected would make a pimple in an army man's rear end. Couldn't follow orders, can't salute, worthless. Banjo player in deliverance. He don't look down on me. No one in that recruiter center does. In fact, there's individuals that have swept me off my feet. What's that mean? Rather you replace everything the alder staff says they're doing and why and all that with an individual from the United States Army. And I found the same with the Marine Corps, Eastport Plaza in Portland, Oregon, 503-252-8100. Call both of these recruiting centers and tell the staff there that they're the most, in fact, call the Marine Recruiter Center. I don't have that played for you. I should. I don't know if I'll see if I can learn it, and I'm going to bring it back to you and play it for you. The recording you get on the recording machine when you call that recruiting center in with the Marines, that man, Mr. Robinson, is the Marine of Marines. You ever see a picture of a Marine or that's him. I met him. It is the world's finest recruiting center, Marine Recruiting Center. And there's no two ways about that. And with another staff sergeant named Brewer, and I'll attest to that, they took my heart and made it just absolutely, I'm sorry I'm too old. At the same time, I could work point. I know I could. I'm a good point man. United States military. Want to bet? So I'll turn myself loose here at home where the real battle's at with misunderstanding. Humans here don't hold their military staff priceless. They don't call them all the time and tell them. Like, I couldn't tell them enough times. I called billions of times. I couldn't call the United States military recruiting center and tell them how priceless they are. I couldn't do it. I don't think all day. I call them all over the planet. That wouldn't be enough. That wouldn't say enough. That'd be dumb. Huh? Nobody, you know what you do in a windstorm. Huh? A windstorm appreciation and all the nice things you could say. I don't have enough. I'm one of those in a windstorm. That's for sure. So is everything here. So the whole planet. One of those in a windstorm when you compare yourself to the United States military staff, the quality of those human beings, and how they man that, they man anything. I don't care where you tied them to. Put them through training, look at them go. They come home, there'd be never another suicide. You come home, they got a 25-hour course, you bump any teacher out of their job. You've been through the military, you went overseas, whatever. Because of that training and your manners and the way you approach things and your reasoning and everything about you, you can replace any college staff, higher education, out. Military staff come a buck private. Replace the highest lecturer in a college. Why not bet? And you're going to get a lot better lecture. Yep. You're going to have it more to the point. Because there's a buck private trained in everything. You have the highest education trained. The United States military. But cover all the training. And then some. Far more complete. Well, you can find anything like China. Replace everybody on the planet. Far more complete. Now what? Does China need anyone else on the earth? No. Huh. You've got enough people to replace each and every one of you living and have some left over. Now what? Are you needed here? Rest of the planet? No, you're not. Now what? Now what are you going to do? China don't need you. Whoa, are you vulnerable or are you usable in that position? What do you seek? Which one? You call yourself vulnerable or usable when they don't need you and they can replace you? What position does that put you in? Joseph and Pharaoh talked about that, especially when Mom Nature's headed this way. And there's products to build, and there's continents to do things on that ain't doing a thing right now. And all the continents are sitting here vagrant. And in China, they've been funded by horse pucky. How much really do they have? When everything that went to China and invested there, and getting that, what was it? Was it substance? Does this planet have any substance invested? Does it using the best idea right now that you can pass on because that is substance? Are inventions capturing the best idea and passing it on for 50, 100,000 generations, especially in the wind of the conversation of it? So inventions have their direction really well marked and everyone understands and they're on board contributing all hands to contribution stations because of inventions is really in priority, lad. Right? Things to consider. Bare bones broadcasting, Northern Woodstock Spalding. Thank you very much, United States military. I couldn't say enough things about you if I tried and tried and tried and tried. As a citizen in the United States, the rest of this planet better catch on. As far as I'm concerned, you don't. I'd pull them all out of there in 24 hours. You want to get rid of the United States military? Fine. I like that idea. You don't like them around? I don't like them around over there either. They had no business ever going there. You're not good enough for them. I can affirm you that. All your battles are so stupid and irrelevant. Who the hell wants my military to get involved with your horseshit? Pardon my French. You outdated by Hy-Vee. Building no product, fighting among yourselves over the stupidest things ever got on earth, and ask Lawrence of Arabia. I want to run that movie up your rear end and make you dream it thousands of times a day. Lawrence of Arabia. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Dummy.